Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. This video comes to you from southeastern Illinois, where a 135 horsepower ALLIS-CHALMERS 220 Landhandler tractor is no-till seeding soybeans with a 15-foot wide Great Plains center pivot hitch 1500 drill. In this presentation, I would like to share with you the tractor's production history, specifications, and original price tag, as well as taking time to visit with the farmer about operating this classic 1970s tractor. But first, let's head out to the field so that you can see and hear this big orange machine at work. The ALLIS-CHALMERS 220 Landhandler tractor was the big new row crop machine for the company for the 1970s. The first tractor rolled off the assembly line in West Allis, Wisconsin on March 17, 1969, and remained in production through 1973. The Landhandler designation was created by ALLIS-CHALMERS marketing to highlight the immense capabilities this high horsepower row crop tractor offered for the early 1970s. Landhandler would go on to be used on all row crop tractors from the company following the 220 and would even be used on the company's first articulated four-wheel drive tractor launched in 1973. The 220 is the direct replacement of the company's largest row crop tractor offered in the 1960s, the 127 horsepower D21 Series 2. Plans to upgrade the brand's high horsepower model began in 1967. The 220 is 1,500 pounds heavier than the D21. It's equipped with a larger diameter rear axle, a heavy-duty clutch, larger final drive gears, as well as having an increase of 4 inches in the tractor's wheelbase. The 220 is powered by a 7-liter 426 cubic inch ALLIS-CHALMERS 3500 6-cylinder turbocharged engine rated at 135 PTO horsepower. It offers 117 drawbar horsepower. The tractor is equipped with a 51-gallon diesel fuel tank. The machine features a sliding gear transmission with 8 forward and 2 reverse speeds, allowing it to travel from 1.7 up to 17.4 miles per hour. When this machine rolled off the assembly line, it weighed in at 11,500 pounds, and it can be fully field weighted up to 20,050 pounds. When the ALLIS-CHALMERS 220 Landhandler tractor was new, it had a base list price of $13,346. A factory-installed climate-controlled cab was not available for the 220 until model year 1972. Prior to that, many farmers looking to equip their top-end investment with an enclosure opted for an aftermarket cab. The tractor working in this video, no-tilling soybeans, is fitted with a year-round QT1 cab, which had an original price tag of $1,000. Gary, thank you for having me out to your farm. It's a beautiful part of Illinois here, and your family's farmed here for a long time. You were just telling me about the family barn being built in 1886 and starting out in a log cabin with a dirt floor. That's a long time to have a farm and a family.
Yep, we farmed, like I said, after the Civil War. They came here and started the farm and expanded it to what it is now. So
Well, and you've got a really cool tractor, an ALLIS-CHALMERS 220. This was big tractor power in the early 70s. What made you choose to run this tractor? How did it end up on the farm?
My dad, I think, bought it at an auction. I think, or he might have bought it new. Some of these we bought new or used, like up at Olney. Used to be like a dealership up in Olney.
So how do you like using this as a planting tractor?
I love it for drilling. Use it for drilling. I use it for baling hay. I use it for, in the wintertime, pulling wagons if it gets too cold. Take the duals off so it doesn't have duals.
What's it like to operate a 220? I mean, it's not the modern day CVT transmission, but this was the top of the line from ALLIS-CHALMERS when it was new.
Yeah, it's fun to operate, and a lot of ALLIS-CHALMERS, they say like, oh, you can't shift them on the go, which that is true. This one you can sometimes shift it, like after you push on the clutch and it's still rolling a little bit, you can shift it. But that's the hardest thing on ALLIS-CHALMERS, is to try to shift them while they're on the go.
That's to me, they're all big toys. They look really cool out in the field, especially a classic like this. But it always interests me what it's actually like to operate it and work on them and maintain them and keep them working in the field, especially when they're getting to that classic age like this one.
Yeah, it's this tractor. I love this tractor. I mean, you're in it, you feel like you're in almost like a tank. I mean, it's, especially with duals. I mean, and then like baling hay, I've baled, there's a patch of hay I bale, and it's like 45 degrees with those duals. I don't feel like I'm in any danger of anything happening. It's just,
I think tank is a great description for it, because it's just a big boxy tractor, and I've only ever seen them at shows, at classic farm shows. People have them just looking better than they did when they came out of the factory. So to me, it's exciting to see one at work in the field.
Yeah, and I mean, lots of times people like to clean them up. Honestly, I love them whenever they're like this. This is what I call work clothes for a tractor.
That's the way I want to see it.
So
it's this and the D21 are the two hardest ALLIS-CHALMERS to find.
Yep.
From the modern era, still at work in the field.
Yeah. Like I said, my cousin does have a D21. That's what we used to pull the drill with, was a D21, and man, I love that thing. It didn't have a cab. It had a fender. I mean, big fenders. I mean, you felt like you was in a bathtub in that thing.
Oh, you were the king of the world in the 60s running that, and this is a direct upgrade, and two great pieces of tractor history.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate your time, and just a great opportunity. Again, thanks for letting me feature this one on Big Tractor Power.
You're quite welcome.
I hope that you've enjoyed spending some time out in the field with this ALLIS-CHALMERS 220 tractor, no-till seeding soybeans. I would like to hear in the comment section below this video if you use ALLIS-CHALMERS tractors on your farm. Tell me about the model that you're running and the implements that it operates. If you have appreciated this presentation, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 3,000 videos of farm machines in action. As always, thank you for watching.